Good morning. Welcome to my YouTube channel. If this is your first time here, I would kindly ask if you would consider subscribing to my channel. And for those of you who've been following me along, it's been a while since I posted videos. I think I've only done one in the last week or two. I've been sick and I'm fighting this cold, and thank God it looks like I'm finally getting over that hump, and I'm starting to feel a little bit better right now. So I praise God for that, and I thank him for that. And for those of you who are here for the first time, if you don't have a relationship with Jesus Christ and you don't believe in God, I ask you to kindly just hang in there with me, because there's a purpose to this video, this message that I'm going to share with you guys. And I decided to break it up into two videos, and the titles of my video is going to be, why do you want to go back? Let go of that Egypt. And let go of that Egypt, it'll be part of I'll touch on Egypt in the second video. So in this one is, if you feel, whether you have a relationship with God, with Jesus Christ or not, if you feel something tugging at you, something pulling at you, something calling you away from, that situation that you're going through, have you ever considered that it's possibly God calling you? So I'm going to read what I wrote down. And I wrote, when God calls you out or away from something, whether it be a job, a relationship, or a place, no matter what it is, you have to trust him. He knows where he's taking you. He is your guide. As Psalm 119:105 states, your word is a lamp to my feet, a light unto my path. By continually looking back at your Egypt, which was wherever he called you out of, you will lose focus on where he is calling you and leading you to. His voice will be drowned out by the voices of your past. By looking back, or to the left or to the right, as Proverbs 4 verse 27 commands us not to look to the left or to the right, your heart will be shaken and afraid because of the storms you see in your past, or to your left or to your right. You are to look straight ahead. You are to focus on him, the one who calms the storms, who is Jesus Christ. Egypt will continue to call you, but don't listen to it. Listen to he who says, come out from among them and be holy, for I am holy. You have been chosen by him for a reason and a purpose. If you've been feeling that pull, that tug, something is calling you away from that relationship, as I said, or that job, or that place where you're stuck, it is God. It is God calling you, and he has a reason and a purpose. So, all you need to do is submit to him and ask him to lead you and guide you, as I read here. Lead you and guide you to wherever he's looking to take you. So, I'm asking you, will you allow him and trust him to lead you and guide you to his purpose and reason for your life? Or will you walk away from him, as many disciples walked away from Jesus in John chapter 6, verse 66? Go read that account in John chapter 6, and you see this is the account where Jesus is speaking to his disciples, and he's speaking to the religious leaders, and he's telling them how they must eat of his flesh and drink of his blood. And obviously Jesus was speaking metaphorically, and many people didn't understand what he was trying to say. He was basically speaking spiritually, in a spiritual sense, all right, that we must eat and drink of his blood and his flesh spiritually, in the spirit, not in physical. But many people didn't understand, and many of his disciples who walked with him didn't understand and walked away from him. And so go read that beautiful account. And also in Genesis chapter 19 verse 26, we read about Lot's wife. And Lot's wife, the Lord sent the angels to bring Lot and his family out of Sodom and Gomorrah because of the depravity that was upon that city, that God was going to bring fire and brimstone, destruction. But the angels went to pull them out. And as the angels pulled them out of Sodom and Gomorrah, out of Sodom, Lot's wife looked back, and she turned into a pillar of salt. And go read that in Genesis 19. As I said, she turned into a pillar of salt. Why did she look back? And a lot of people speculate onto why she looked back. And me, myself, I like to think that she looked back longingly at the things that she was leaving behind, which it was nothing good. If you read about Sodom, how it was in those days, there was nothing good going on in that city. But she looked back. Was she looking back longingly, wanting to go back to that Sodom, wanting to go back to that Egypt that the Lord has pulled them out of? And so my hope and my prayer is that wherever God is pulling you to, that you would not look back, and that you would trust in him and look forward. So in the second video, I want to speak a little bit about Egypt. And I will speak about the Israelites a little bit. And as I said, it would have been too long in this video because I have some points that I want to make. So I hope that you consider subscribing and joining me, and look forward to that next video. Hopefully I'll post it in a couple of days. So God bless you, my friends, and have a nice day.